Rafa is from Hong Kong, so he was speaking in Cantonese with the students.
Yes.
So it's more real. The whole thing makes the whole thing more real. But when we're going to release in Beijing, so it's going to be dubbed in Mandarin because they won't understand.
Of course, yeah. Okay. On the subject of the casting for Bodyguards and Assassins, I'm sure you get a lot of questions about Nicholas Taylor or Donnie Yen. But the one that kind of strikes me as a really interesting piece of casting is, of course, the winner of Supergirl, Yu Chun-Li. And of course, she was there was quite a little bit of controversy around her and a kind of androgynous image. And, was that a very conscious decision to cast her? She hadn't made a film before, Bodyguards and Assassins, no. Was that a real gamble to kind of cast her in quite a pivotal role in the film? No,
I think I'm one of the directors who had a lot of film with newcomer actor and actress.
Okay.
I started in 1993, this film called 20-something. It's all new. Yeah. Nobody is ever been make any film before. Okay. It's 8 new young comers.
Yeah.
So I don't mind to having newcomer actress or actor, but somehow in the other way is a commercial calculate. This is such a big budget film.
Yeah.
We want not only the film audience, like Teddy Chen, he's on stage. He has lots of fans. And then we have a basketball player.
Of course, yes.
So we want to have different kinds of audience that to make focus on this film.
Okay, yeah.
So to have a better return of the box office.
Okay.
It's a kind of calculation, but first of all, when I saw her, is on the internet things, I'm talking to my writer. He's playing on the internet thing that he showed. I said, who is this girl? He's weird, he's something strange, and she had her own way of performance, and I asked about her background story.
Okay.
She's really like the character of the one in my film, the Fong Hong's character. So I talked to her, we communicate, and I think she's the one. Okay. So according to Peter Chen's calculations, okay, we have to have her.
Yes. Wonderful. To return to this aspect of the period setting of Bodyguards and Assassins, and we've already briefly talked about warlords. There seems to be a trend in Hong Kong / China at the moment in cinema to make these period kind of martial arts films. It's a kind of trend that seems to have repeated itself from maybe the early 1990s with things like Once Upon a Time in China, and it seems to be happening again. There seems to be a lot of films in the same, maybe not the same content, but the same style as Bodyguards and Assassins. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that so many films are emerging, like Ip Man, of course, Ip Man 2, all set within this very particular period of Chinese / Hong Kong history?
Because if you want to make nowadays modern action film, it's very hard to pass the censorship.
Okay.
This is one of the main reasons. But you make an epic film, it's way before. With kung fu, with action, with swordsmen, it's more easy about the world happens. It's way long ago.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we can create bad guys.
Okay.
It's not happens now.
Yeah.
If we want to create a bad guy from now the action film we're making, it's very tough in China.
Okay.
It's very tough.
Yeah. Why? Why do you think it's very? Is it just the case of who's going to be the bad guy now? If you made a contemporary film, who?
To them, there's no bad guy. There's no mafia. There's no drug dealer. There's no.
That could prove difficult to make a film. Yes, with that. So you've mentioned your next project is a serial killer.
No, it's one of them.
One of them. Yeah. Okay. So what other projects can we expect from you?
Actually,
in the future?
Actually, the next one I'm going to do 2 films at the same time. So I'm going to produce one film. for Terracotta.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The slogan is called "When a Magician Meets a Hustler."
Ah, okay, yeah.
It's kind of more dreamy.
Okay.
More dreamy. It's got friendship.
Oh, wonderful.
My friendship,
Okay.
yeah.
On the subject of Derek Kwok,
Yes.
I mean, obviously, a veteran, despite how young and fresh you look today, but a veteran of the Hong Kong kind of film industry, made so many films. I just wondered what your thoughts are on the contemporary, the new young directors that are emerging out of Hong Kong at the moment, Derek Kwok, and of course Pang Ho Chung, and what are your thoughts on the new generation of Hong Kong film directors at the moment?
I don't mind to work with young China film directors,
Okay.
newcomer directors, or Taiwan.
Okay.
The most of all is, can they tell a story in a popular way?
Yeah.
Is that a good storyteller?
Yeah.
I think Derek Kwok is.
Okay.
So I like to work with him.
Okay,
And this script is supposed 5 years ago. I'm going to work with Wilson Yip,
Oh, wonderful.
and
Okay, yeah.
and Derek Kwok is the writer at that time.
Okay.
So now Derek Kwok is grown up.
Yeah.
So Wilson Yip is going to make big budget film.
Yeah, yeah.
So this one is a drama, is a fantasy drama. It's not a small budget, but I think it's not cup of tea of Wilson Yip right now.
Oh, right, okay.
So I asked Derek, do you want to carry on? Do you want to direct the film? He said he'd love to. Then the things work out.
Oh, wonderful. I think we're pressed for time now a little bit. So to finish, I'd just like to say thank you very much, Teddy, for your time. And thank you very much for Bodyguards and Assassins. I'm sure it's going to receive a very wonderful reception this evening at the screening of the Terracotta Film Festival. Yes, and just thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much to the Coventry East Asian Film Society. Hope you like Bodyguards and Assassins. Keep on your work and insist what you're doing, and do love Far East Asian film. Thanks.